yo, 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 yo. Hey, yo.
I'm gonna let you live.
Yeah, you put me on.
I'm gonna let you live.
You put me on. You put me on.
What's up?
What's up with you, baby? I
How
see
you
you.
feeling?
And this, look at you, all stylish and shit.
You like it?
Yeah, looking like.
You about to
looking
start
like,
joning.
Nah,
I already know.
Look like Biggie bought this for you. A little Versace joint, you know what I'm saying? An old school joint. That look good though, baby.
Thank
You look beautiful.
You. I feel good.
You look good.
I feel real good. So what's up?
Nothing. I'm excited to be here with you. You know, and I just want to say something.
I knew you wanted to say something.
I am so proud of your titties. I'm for real. I'm just so proud. Like, they stuck. You know what I'm saying? I thought that they was just gonna go.
Are you gonna talk about the size of my boobs every episode?
This is probably the third episode that I talked about.
Just the third one.
Just the third. That's not every, but I'm so proud of them though. They're like, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it too because I thought they were gonna leave.
I did too.
But I think because I'm a grown woman, I was grown, like super grown, having a baby.
Yeah.
They just stuck.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they just stuck.
So
Shout out to @DrinkSpizzy. We are live in Spizzy Studio. Shout out to Vic and Tinslin for opening their doors to the Black community to help us to level up, to live out our best dreams, our wildest dreams, doing all the things that we pillow talk about. So shout out to them for doing that. Make sure you visit their locations, Brandywine, one in Brandywine and one in Camp Springs.
Yes.
Also follow them on Instagram @DrinkSpizzy, 2 Z's, 1 Y.
Yes. Shout out to them.
Yeah. So,
This is gonna be wild, y'all. I already know. You too excited. You too excited about this topic. I don't know what this is about, y'all, but she is way too excited about this show that I know it's a setup. It's a rack of answers that she thinks she's gonna stump me on, which she probably will, but I get it.
We've been watching Temptation Island.
Oh shit.
And have y'all watched Temptation Island? No.
Oh my, yeah. Hey, hold up before we go. Make some noise. We have a live studio audience in here.
Yeah.
Yes, this is dope, y'all. Dope. Thank y'all for showing up.
And so we've been watching Temptation Island, and it is wild on that show.
Yes.
And
somebody said they watched it. Y'all watch Temptation? Oh, okay.
Okay. So Temptation Island, if you don't know, is a show where couples go to an island and they are separated. The man is separated, the woman is separated, and they go to different houses. And in the houses that they go to, the men's house, they have like 12 to 20 single women. In their house, it's 4 guys and 12 women. And then in the woman's house, it's 4 women that are all in relationships and 12 vice versa.
Yeah. Good way to go.
Yeah, and so what they do is the show is fucked up how they put these people in these predicaments.
It is.
Like they make them wear their ass out, got them.
I don't think they do that. I don't think they make them do that.
The singles just come with their asses out.
Yeah, singles. So I think the premise of the singles is to come and take your man.
Yeah, take your, because that's what they do when they come up and they introduce themselves. The women be bold. They be like, yeah, I'm Suzanne, and you better watch out because I'm gonna take your man. Like that type of shit.
They be coming with like little corny shit. Like, hello, I'm Sabrina. I'm a dentist, and I pull teeth, and I'm also going to pull your man.
That's exactly how they do it. That's exactly how they do it. So Black and I watch it, and we always look at each other like, would you go on the show? So we just watched it again today, this morning. And he said, would you go on the show? Because it was the part where, and so in the beginning, what they do is they have the couples sitting across from each other and the singles in front of them. And they say, all right, so you get to go pick your date. So you literally get to see your man or your woman.
Go pick
somebody else to be on a date. When I saw that shit, I said, hell no. The moment I see you going up and saying, hey, do you want to get on? I'm probably going to just start fighting. Like, the shit, because the girls be like, of course I do. Mm-hmm. And like all of that and just like on them and like, you really should. Like, and they tell the men, like, if she's doing that, you really just need to get away from her. Like, it's so wild.
It is. It's wild. It's
but
wild.
It also in that show, the women and the men on that show, they really get to see who they are doing this wild shit.
True.
And so my first question would be, this is because it looks like a form of therapy for them, like very toxic therapy
for them,
extremely toxic therapy, because they get on the show and they like, honestly, some of them start having sex with the singles. Like one girl got on there and the first night she smashed the first night.
And you know what was so crucial? This was mind blowing to me. She smashed the first night, and me personally, we had a show where I said that I'm not sure if I have deal breakers. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I stick to me like saying, nah, I'm done. I'd be so lonely and shit, I just call her. But if we ever went on a show and she smashed on the first night, that is a deal breaker.
Like on national TV, she smashed the shit out of him. Like it was no, like the shit was no, it was no pushback.
No,
he was
nothing.
Like, you ready to go to bed? She was like, yes.
And he was one of them old fucking macho men. Like,
and then he ended up currying her, calling her bitches and everything. Like it was so terrible. And she felt so bad. But I'm like, you slept with this man y'all didn't even make an emotional connection. She was just so attracted to him. So my question to you is,
why you pushing my drinks?
Move that motherfucking drink so I know what you're really saying. No, my question to you is that if
I got you ready for this shit. All right, go ahead.
So you remember when we were going through our little rough patch, right?
Mm-hmm.
If our therapist said, this is what I need y'all to do to fix your marriage, I need you to, like a Temptation Island type thing.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? In that, when we were in that space, what would you do?
I'll get another therapist. I don't think that that's healthy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's healthy for people. Like, I think they go in. So I think when they go there are bigger issues. And then I don't want to like judge them, but I guess I got to.
Just say how you feel. What?
I don't think like mentally, like, I don't think anyone that is short of themselves would go to a show like that. Like, I just think that it's just too wild. I think you're going there for attention. I don't.
So you think all of these people are going on there just to be on TV?
I think that some are going to be on TV. Others are going because they want to prove to their girl or their man that they can be trusted. Others are going into it because they feel guilty. Like, I think that there are multiple reasons why they're going, but I don't think I have any of that would make me want to go on this show.
The amount of temptation on that island,
I don't want that temptation.
Wow, I would not want to put myself in that predicament. Like, that shit is too. All they doing is drinking. Nobody is ever wearing clothes.
How long are they there?
They away from each other for 30 days.
So just think about this, y'all. Just think about this. Anybody that's in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? If you in a relationship and you go and live in a house. You go and live in a house with 30 girls. I mean, with 12 girls that wearing scanty clothes and all of that type of shit.
What's the word? What's the word you just used?
You knew. In context, you knew. Truth always say this. Communication is about understanding.
No, I need you to say the word again, though. Say that word again.
Seductive clothes.
Just say the word that you just said again.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Was it scanty?
Scanty.
SCANTY, scanty?
I don't know how to spell it.
It's not a word. So that's why you don't know how to spell it.
Go ahead. Well, girls that go to, so these girls are wearing these seductive clothing and they loose, they ready to party, right? In the regular world, I go to work during the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's sometime, and then that I get away from them. I got 30 days in the house with these girls that's trying to get at me, and it's nothing but drink. And
you having problems in your relationship.
And the only thing I got to do is like, the only life purpose at that time is just to relax and have fun for 30 days in front of women that's shaking their ass around me.
And grinding on you and licking whipped cream off.
I don't know how strong I can be.
I don't either. and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. If we were single and we went to this island, right? And we said, all right, let's do this to see if we're supposed to be married. That shit probably would go a whole nother direction.
But look, this the thing though. So,
oh Lord.
Nah, this the thing. This is the funny part.
Vic, how would you feel, Vic? Like
Vic, like, don't pull me in this.
Hey, Vic said I'm not going. Vic said I ain't going.
So look,
you gotta know yourself, right?
So look, they got this thing, right, where it's the bonfire. So what they do is like
the bonfire is fucked up.
Yeah,
the editing is fucked up at the bonfire.
Yeah, they got the girl over there. They got the men in this house over here, and then they bring the couples. They don't. No, they bring the men go to the bonfire, and then they show clips of what their girl was doing. Clips. So you don't know what happened before or what happened after. You just see this wild clip. Yeah, you see him just, you see your girl kissing another man. Yeah. Or some shit like that. Or she see her man, talking, saying some reckless shit to the dude. So I'll say this. I'll be strong until I see her do something wrong. When I see her do something wrong, it's over. I feel justified. I didn't do anything until I saw you kiss that nigga. Shoot.
The king of tit for tat.
That's what I do.
All right, so that leads me into this. This is another question. I was having a conversation with crazy ass Desi the other day.
Shout out to Desi.
And he said to me, he presented this to me. He said, if Black knew that you had sex with multiple men, he used the word G'd out.
Yeah, I was about to say don't.
He said if Black knew that you have been G'd out before, which is so fucked up to say it like that, but G'd out.
Why? It's the truth. You got, it's like, if it's true that you got trained, Vic? If somebody ran a train or something, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, G'd out. Yeah, a threesome, right? That was. Yeah, exactly. Divine Purpose Podcast. Look at her. Look at his face. He's scared. He like, oh shit. What'd I say? Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So he said, would he have still married me? And so I want to ask you that question.
So I think it's the terms. I want to acknowledge these terms because, these are two different things. So being G'd is probably like two men and one girl, right?
It can be multiple men.
Well, no, that's a train. That's a train. If they just choo choo and then they pull off and another train pull in, that's you getting a train ran on you. I don't know if you've heard that term before. Maybe I'm too old school or whatever, but that is called running a train.
Okay, I've heard it before. What is you?
So those are two different things. To me, if you just, you know what I'm saying, if you just there and then people just coming in and like a line, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, hell no, there's no way. Like you don't know none. Like you just letting random people just come in and just you know.
So you always say that sex is not like a big thing, right? You always say that, right? This is what you always say. You always say that sex is always, coochie. Do you not say this?
I say that I never fell in love with coochie.
Right, and you always say that sex is not like a big thing. So
I never say that sex is not a big thing. I say that sex is not the only thing. But I never say sex is not a big thing. Sex is a big thing.
And you also say like your past is your past.
Your past is your past.
In my past, if I slept with multiple men at one time and you knew, you wouldn't have married me.
If I knew at a certain time that you got a train ran on you.
So you mean to tell me that if like I said, so you would not have married me. And then this whole train shit, like, let's just keep it at this. Let's just keep it at this. If I had sex with multiple men, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, whatever.
Just that number matters. What the fuck? You can't say 2, 6, 5, 7 and then think that number matters.
So let me ask you this. It matters if it happened all at one time, but it doesn't matter if it happened over time that I had sex with multiple men over time.
Yes, that matters if it happens all at one time.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You let 7 people running you at one time and it don't matter? That's a porno. That is a straight porno. And then you know what's crazy? Some porno artists don't even do that.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
In my past, if I did that, you would not have married me if you knew.
That would be hard, baby. I'm telling you, that would be hard at my maturity level. It depends on my maturity level. Shit. That'll be hard, baby. That would really be hard because I think it's telling. You know, it's telling. And it says something about your sexual. I don't know, and maybe I'm reading it wrong because maybe it doesn't say.
Don't worry about it, boo. I got it.
Maybe it doesn't say.
This nigga loves to dig himself so deep.
Nah, I'm just saying me. I'm just saying like I'm just.
It's telling.
No,
to
listen.
What?
I think for a man, right? I think like. That's just a lot. That's just a lot of dicks.
Shit.
Maybe I'm not, but that's a lot of dicks. And then it that's a lot of dicks. That's a lot of dicks.
At one time? What you say, Dan? Because it's one time?
That's a lot of dicks in one serving.
You wouldn't ask Patrice to marry you?
That's a lot of dicks in one serving.
Nobody in this motherfucker is saying yes or no.
If I was a part of a train, see, okay, listen, we about to dig deep. All
go ahead.
So listen, we about to dig deep. I know it's a double standard. I definitely know that it's a double standard, and I accept it, you know. But the double standard is what it is.
He accepts it. He accepts it.
Yeah, I accept it.
So it's good because he accepts it.
I accept the double standard. So this is the double standard. As men, right, emotionally, y'all already know, you know, and this may not be for everyone, but for men, we can have sex and without any kind of emotional ties. Let me finish. We can have sex and think that there's not emotional ties. Put it that way. We bust off, we move on to the next. We ain't even tripping. It's sometimes when I had sex with people in the past that I wasn't really interested in. As soon as I bust off, I didn't want nothing else to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Where I think women, you know, it's more emotional, right? So for us.
I've had sex with men,
but
kept it moving as well.
But like I said, like we talking general here. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about you as a person and me as a person. We're talking general. I just think that it is not. I guess I'm at a loss for words. As for a man, for me to run into 7 people, I still think I'm trifling. If you know what I'm saying, I'm running behind 7 niggas. So you know, all of us is like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go into a room with 7 men and there's one girl and all of us is just, you know, right, back to back. I wouldn't do that.
You said we were gonna go deep, but I don't think you got to the deep part. All right, so you just was saying a bunch of words and never said anything about this. So how I'm looking at it is, yes, this woman has had sex with multiple men, right?
In one serving.
So many different things could have happened.
In one serving.
At one time. That's everybody knows that's what we're talking about. Let me finish. You got words now that I'm speaking. You got you're not at a loss of words.
Finish
now?
What you gonna say.
So there's multiple things that may be going on. Maybe one, she has a big sexual appetite, right? That's one. And two, something may have happened, right, for her to feel like this is what she has to do or she should do to appease certain people.
But thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Something happened, right? Because everybody has a past. Everybody has done something. And, right, you have your preferences. You have your boundaries. You have your limits. You say when you want to do something or who you want to mess with. Mm-hmm. But I want people to look at perspective. Like, you've done things that you're not proud of because of what happened in your past, right? So she may have done this and she's like, maybe ashamed of it, right? Maybe ashamed of it, but she did it.
All right.
So does that mean that she's not worthy of having?
I'm not saying any of that.
Let me finish talking. Does that mean that she's not? I'm about to quit the podcast.
Don't do it. I'm
about to fucking quit the podcast.
All right, go ahead.
Does that mean that she's not worthy of having a husband and having a life with one man and loving him? Is that what that means? And also, is this an ego thing? A man feeling like they don't want to be with someone who's been with multiple men and it's embarrassing to you? What is? I'm just trying to figure out what the.
Yeah, it's all of that. So let me say the first thing you said. The first thing you said is it might be she having sexual appetite. Well, if that's her sexual appetite, I don't have enough food for her. If that's her appetite, I cannot feed her what she wants to be fed without being uncomfortable. That means I got to go get 6 people to, help me out in the bedroom. And I'm not trying to do that. The other thing is, if there is some kind of, emotional thing that she's going with, that's something else that I'm going to have to deal with. I have to work with her to heal through that. And I may not
No, but what if when she met you, she was already healed, but this has happened?
We don't know that. Like, you can't.
I'm just presenting. We don't know that this is a made up situation. I'm just saying.
I think that we would have to just, I don't know. I think that love conquers all. So to be totally honest with you, if I'm really feeling you and you know what I'm saying, you're the one for me, I feel like you're the one for me, then, your past is your past. But I can honestly say that I will feel some kind of way about it. I mean, I'm going to have to get over it because, I feel like you're the one for me, but I'm going to feel some kind of way about it.
And
forever? I do.
For the rest of the relationship?
No, it wouldn't be forever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm quite sure that initial hit is like, boom. Let me think of some shit that if I told you right now, you know what I'm saying, is for me, that you would be like, oh my God. What if, what if a man said to you, well, back in the day, I actually had sex with another man. Oh shit, hold up. That might be his sexual appetite. Or listen to this. He may have went through some kind of trauma or something in which, he did that, but he don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? What would you do?
I'm not going to be with him.
Oh, here's the double standard.
I'm not, I just can't, I can't be with him.
Why can't you be with him? He's healed. Ain't that what you said? He's
Is
healed.
he?
Oh, now you're saying everything that I just said.
Oh, you did get me. God damn, he always gets me. This is so fucked up. He always gets me. This is so fucked up. But no, I honestly, for me, knowing that he's been with another man, like, and he know that, I couldn't shake it.
I think for a man to be in a relationship with, or to get the news that a woman had 7 men at the same time.
But see, the thing about
and it was just one of her.
I'm not looking at him like, oh, you trifling, you nasty. I'm just
who said that we're looking at him like that? I think that y'all throw these things on us. Like, who said that?
You said she got 7 dicks ran up in her. Why would I want to?
You would say he had 1 dick ran up in her. That's what you would say. So, I mean, it's just the way that we're saying it, but it's still the same thing. Like, we're dealing with things within ourselves that we can't accept. You know what I'm saying? It really don't have nothing to do with that person. It has something more so to do with us as well. Like, there's some insecurities with, you thinking like, God damn, she had 7 joints. Like, man, what my friends gonna say? Or, what if I walk out and, and 4 of them dudes, they hang together and we see them at, like, all of these type of things will run through our head that may not have nothing to do with her. I'm not calling her trifling and all that type of stuff. It's just, I don't know, if it's some men that just can't deal with that. And we just got to respect that. They're not mature enough to deal with that, or they just don't want to deal with that. And we just got to accept it. Just like it's some women that don't want, and it's a lot of women that don't want to mess with a man who's been with another man in the past.
Yeah,
You couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And it's not... I just couldn't, because in my mind I will always be thinking, damn, he probably want me to fuck him in his.
And in my mind I'd be like, damn, I'm missing 6 niggas. So that's what it is.
All right, real quick, I want to ask you some questions.
Okay.
I want to ask you some questions. All right. Who is more likely, and I want you to really think hard about this. Think about your flaws before you answer this. Who is more likely to survive if we were in Hunger Games?
That's easy.
But look, Hunger Games, and you got to look for stuff. You got to look for stuff. You got to find stuff.
That's still easy.
You gonna look for stuff. You gonna find stuff.
What is Hunger Games? What is Hunger Games? Like, describe what are we doing? We trying to survive?
Yeah, we trying to survive.
We're trying to survive. So we gotta eat and all that shit.
But you gotta look for things.
Okay, that's easy.
That they tell you to go look for.
That's easy.
And you're gonna find them.
You want me to tell you why it's easy?
Why?
Because I can look all day and eventually I'll find them. You're not gonna look because it's animals out there.
No, so
exactly.
No.
Anything that has to do with wilderness, anything that has to do with any of that,
it's no animals. It's just people.
It's just people.
It's just people, and you have to look for stuff, and you have a time limit to find it.
I think that you're better at finding stuff.
So who would survive more in the Hunger Games?
If it was like a Hunger Games scavenger hunt, you would win.
Okay, good. All right. So if God gave you a one-time wish to change anything about me, what would it be?
That was a good one. God gave me one-time wish to change anything about you. Damn, that was pretty deep. I'm proud of you for that question. I mean, most of my, if not all of my, I wouldn't say issues because it's not really an issue, but most of the thing that I want for you is peace. Like, I would love for you to be, like you would. I would ask God to not allow people to really push your buttons. Like, for you not to allow people to push your buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now you got to answer it.
Just one. It's just one thing.
You came up with the question.
If it were just one thing, I think it would be to express yourself, to articulate how you're feeling better to me when you don't have the words.
Okay.
So that I can know how to navigate those times that you're not, feeling. Why are you making that face?
I'm not making no face.
Yeah, so it would be that. That would be it. All right.
Dope.
Do you think that there's such a thing as a harmless lie?
This is a setup. This is a setup. I do. Honestly, I do.
You think it's a such thing as a harmless lie?
I do think it's a such thing as a harmless lie.
You do?
I do.
What is it? Give me a harmless lie.
That wasn't a question.
Give me a harmless lie that you think is cool.
All right. Let's say that you asked me to wash the dishes, right? You said, no, listen. You was away. You was like, you was leaving the house. You was like, baby, can you wash the dishes for me? Or can you just make sure the kitchen clean? Because I just cook and you clean up the kitchen. I'm like, all right, cool. And you know what I'm saying? I'm caught up in TV.
Caught up in TV?
Listen, just let me finish the scenario. So I'm caught up in TV and I'm watching TV and shit. And then you call me and be like, baby, I'm on my way. You gonna get one of the kids to wash No, baby, did you do the dishes? I'm gonna be like, yeah. And then I hang up the phone and do the dishes.
Oh, so that.
And when you get home, the dishes will be done. And you didn't think that I told a harmless lie. You think I told the full truth.
You think you so fucking slick. That's what you do. You really think you slick. I'm gonna get your ass one of these days. I'm gonna get you back.
I think that. What about you? Do you think that it's a such thing as a harmless lie? You have to. You have to feel like it's. You have to feel like it's yes.
I do.
Of course you do.
If it's for the betterment of our relationship. Not like a lie, like cheating and all that type of stuff. I'm just talking about things like
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So I do.
Yeah.
All right. Why do husbands? No. Okay. All right. So here's the question. Seriously, I really want to know this because who was we talking to earlier? And they did the same thing. I think it was Vic we was talking to. Why don't husbands follow directions and then make the wife work extra hard to do the things that she's already explained that needs to be done?
I don't understand that. Give me a scenario because I know you got one.
So for example, I have to say this. When I asked you to go downstairs and get the laundry bag, and I told you the exact shelf, the shelf that it was on, you went downstairs, you came back upstairs without the laundry bag in your hand. You went and got trash bags to put the laundry in. I went downstairs like a week or two later and immediately saw the laundry bag.
So let me ask you this question.
Oh, God. See,
No. You asked me the question, right? But I want to ask you this question. Do you really think that I went downstairs and didn't look?
I don't think that you looked thoroughly. I don't.
Okay,
think
so do you think
serious enough to find it?
So you don't think I took it serious enough? So you think I wanted to go downstairs, stay down there for 10 minutes to try to find it, or fake like I'm finding it, come back upstairs, get 2 trash bags, not one big bag, but 2 trash bags, go upstairs, put the laundry in 2 trash bags, haul 2 trash bags down the stairs? You think I wanted to do that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know. This don't make sense to me. I did not want to do that. Like, I really looked for the trash. I really looked for the laundry bag. I really looked.
You did not. It was literally right there on the shelf.
You say literally right there, and like,
y'all, the bag was literally in the right
you know
there.
what? You know what? What was the thing that you said? What's the lie? What's the lie that we talked about earlier?
What lie?
A harmful lie. I think that's a harmful lie.
A harmless.
I think that's a harmless lie.
What?
I do not think the bag was right there. I think it was in the corner somewhere.
It wasn't.
And in order to make me look bad, you was like, it was right there.
So all right. So now you think I want to make you look bad? You think I want to take that time to say, all right, I'm gonna address this on Friends Who Smash Podcast?
It makes more sense for you to want to make me look bad than for me to get 2 trash bags and go upstairs and get. It makes more sense to do that. And I'm not saying that's what you did. I'm just saying that I looked for it. I think that's one thing. Like, it frustrates y'all that. That I don't know. We just don't like. Sometimes we just don't get it. Sometimes we just don't see it.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Friends Who Smash Podcast. This has been a wonderful episode. We thank y'all so much. Shout out to @DrinksBusy on Instagram. They have 2 locations, one in Camp Springs and one in Brandywine. Shout out to us, Friends Who Smash Podcast, on Instagram @Friends Who Smash Podcast. You can find us now on Roku, Amazon, the Fire Stick. You can find us. Oh, and we also, what we forgot to tell them?
What?
We need to tell them about the Tough Mudder. The Tough Mudder is coming up.
Yeah, the Tough Mudder. If you don't have your tickets yet, you may be too late, but we're gonna keep doing events. So just stay focused on
Friends Who Smash Podcast.
Yeah, we gonna keep making events that are fun for couples and also singles, and just create an environment where we can have discussions and just have fun, man, and just build a community around love. You know what I'm saying? So. That's what this whole movement is about, and we thank y'all so much for supporting us, on this movement.
Make sure you continue to follow Friends Who Smash Podcast on Instagram.
Yep.
We are on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And we drop a new episode every Thursday, so make sure you are tuning in for that. Thank y'all so much for supporting us, for your listen every week, for your share, your like, your comment, all of the things. We appreciate y'all so much.
Peace.
Love you.
I love you too, baby.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.